thing, we talked a lot about having Grok to make games, video games. So Danny is actually a video game designer on X. So we mentioned, hey, who want to try out some Grok for preview APIs to make games? And Danny answered the call. So this was actually just made first-person shooting game in a span of 4 hours. So some of the unappreciated hardest problem of making video games is not necessarily in coding the core logic of the game, but actually go out, source all the assets, all the textures of files, and to create a visually appealing game.
I think one of the challenges is what we do with all of our time in the future, and we may be playing a lot of video games.
This could actually light up the entire metaverse world, because building the metaverse world and building those environments was the big limiting factor. And now you can do it at a very rich level. This could be really interesting to see what comes from this.
Yeah.
When did you guys first hear that Grok 4 was going to come out last night?
Well, he said it a few days ago, didn't he?
I mean, he's
I think
been,
it was about a week ago.
I mean, he was saying it was going to be this weekend, and then it got pushed to yesterday.
Yeah, because I feel like we had about 48-hour notice, plus or minus a day or two. But it was amazing. If you look at the presentation, the raw presentation from last night, and compare it to Google I/O, Google I/O was scripted and staged with multiple presenters, and clearly planned way in advance. This last night was like, is it done yet, guys? Is it done? Does it work? Okay, if it works, we're launching tonight. Let's go. Get on stage. Let's go. And I think that's the way it's going to be in the future, because it seems like getting to market 1 day, 2 days sooner actually matters a lot in this horse race. So this is kind of the dynamic we should expect going forward. But
by the way, that narrator, that's the AI voice of a geek who is living and breathing it, and that's what you want in there.
That's what you want.
All right, let's take a listen on Elon on video games and movie production.
For example, for video games, you'd want to use Unreal Engine or Unity or one of the main graphics engines, and then generate the art, apply it to a 3D model. And then create an executable that someone can run on a PC or a console or a phone. We expect that to happen probably this year, and if not this year, certainly next year. So that's it's going to be wild. I would expect the first really good AI video game to be next year, and probably the first half hour of watchable TV this year, and probably the first watchable AI movie next year.
Yeah, it's amazing what the fragmentation of those industries is going to be incredible, because normally we think of a video game coming out in a release, all of your friends get the exact same release. It's a release that's maybe good for a year or more, and you're all on like FIFA 23 now or whatever, 25. But here, because it's only 4 hours to create the next iteration, then you can say, well, no, I want a customized version, or there's going to be all this fragmentation. And the version of the movie that I saw isn't the same ending that the one that Salim saw. So now we're debating on we're not even on the same page and how the movie ends, because we saw a different AI generated version. And it's going to be great. It's going to be really, really cool, because everything's customized.
We're going to have a lot to do with our time. I mean, Iman, listen, you spent so much time as CEO of Stability in